young man and an older one were walking by the river. They were walking where they once had been some 20 years ago. Everything was much the same and their minds were filled with memories. And the young man broke the silence he loved so. Do you remember sitting on this very rock while fishing? Do you remember all the good old stories you would tell to me? Yes, I remember, for time has placed its hand upon my shoulder, and I know how sweet a memory can be. The sun shone on the two of them as they talked for hours, and a mockingbird was singing in the trees. On the fire before them brewed a pot of coffee. Then all at once the old man said to me, do you remember sitting on the front porch after supper? Do you remember when I peeled the Rambo apples from our tree? Yes, I remember, for I'd sit and wait with wild anticipation as I would listen to the stories you told me. The sun was sinking low and the darkness jogged my memory. And the older man said, son, now it's time to go. Then a tear ran down my cheek as I saw my daddy smiling. All those memories made me love him so. Do you remember sitting on this very rock while fishing? Do you remember all the good old stories you would tell to me? Yes, I remember, for time has placed its hand upon my shoulder, and I know how sweet a memory can be. Memories, memories, yes, I know how sweet a memory can be. The preacher got drunk, he threw his Bible down. He told the congregation, I'm Alabama bound. I'm Alabama bound. I'm Alabama bound. If the train don't run, I've got a mule to ride. I've been in your city, I've been in your town, I've been in the mountains with the blues all around. I'm Alabama bound, I'm Alabama bound. If the train don't run, I've got a mule to ride. spite of red-headed mama. Oh Lord, I couldn't go down. I'm Alabama bound. I'm Alabama bound. If the train don't run, I've got a mule to ride. If today the sun should set on all my hopes and cares, there's one whose smiling face God would see, 'cause she'll walk along beside me up the golden stairs. Oh, they'll never, never take her love from me. What a fool I was to go and break the trust she gave, and see her love turn into sympathy. It's the one regret I'll carry with me to my grave. Oh, they'll never, never take her love from me. I'm so thankful for each golden hour of happiness that we shared together in the used to be. Someone else's arms may hold her now in fond caress, but they'll never, never take her love from me. I thought I'd make her happy if I stepped aside, but I knew her love would never set me free. And even on the morning she became another's bride, I said they'll never, never take her love from me. Virgil closed their cabin door and stood out in the deep and fallen snow. Virginia lay upon their bed, crying to her husband, please don't go. I need you here to help me have our baby, and the time is near, you know. And I fear you'll never make it to the doctor in the cold and fallen snow. But he knew that he must leave her, or perhaps the one he loved would surely die. So he started down the mountain as her cries were laying heavy on his mind. The wind was blowing stronger and the freezing snow was falling all around. Virgil's love for Virginia was too great to let the weather get him down. He made it 5 more miles to the house where he knew he'd find Doc Brown. But when the morning came, the doctor found him lying cold upon the ground. In the snow her name was written. It was the last thing Virgil did before he died. The doctor started up the mountain to the cabin in search of Virgil's bride. When he reached the cabin, he found Virginia lying on her bed. The tears the doctor cried to her was all that ever needed to be said. A baby lay beside her, and Virginia knew she'd see her man no more. She whispered, little Virgil, Daddy's gone on now to God's great golden shore. But he knew that he must leave her, or perhaps the one he loved would surely die. Now he's way up on the mountain, in heaven with the angels in the sky. It doesn't seem that I should be the only one to cry, because we quarreled and you went far away. I think that if the truth were known, it hurts you just the same. And in the end, we both will have to pay. Although I acted very brave, just so you wouldn't see, I wanted so to hold you all the while. And I believe you felt the same, but wouldn't let it show. Tell me, darling, are there tears behind your smile? They say that you have found someone to love and take my place. They say you're smiling and you look so fine, but all those smiles are make-believe, so no one else will see that deep inside your heart is sad like mine. I wish that I could look out through this dirty window pane and see you now retracing all the miles. I know you can't be satisfied just going on this way. Tell me, darling, are there tears behind your smile? I planned a day to take you to the church up on the hill, and there I'd proudly lead you down the aisle. But I'm afraid my plans and hopes will never be fulfilled. Tell me, darling, are there tears behind your smile? Tell me, darling, are there tears behind your smile? When you're troubled and distressed, pray to God to give you rest. He will, I know, for the Bible tells me so. Ask your Father in the sky to cleanse a sinful soul that cries. He will, I know, for the Bible tells me so. For the Bible tells me so, and I want the world to know. It's true, I know, for the Bible tells me so. If you're seeking peace of mind, leave old Satan far behind. Take up thy cross and follow him. Moses stood on the holy ground. He felt God's presence all around. He did. I know, for the Bible tells me so. Amen. For the Bible tells me so, and I want the world to know. It's true, I know, for the Bible tells me so. For the Bible tells me so, and I want the world to know. It's true, I know, for the Bible tells me so. A better man I never knew. My old man was kind and true. He made whiskey oh so smooth on Whiskey Mountain. He always drove a big red truck filled with corn that we had shucked. One day he said, I'll change my luck on Whiskey Mountain. Moonshine making was his game. Big Mike Turner was his name. He made the best darn whiskey in the county. He was best at what he did, outran the law with his big rig. Moonshine liquor, much intrigue on Whiskey Mountain. He kissed my mother at the door. Many nights she'd walk the floor. He'd stay gone a week or more on Whiskey Mountain. He cut timber from the hills, ground the corn down at the mill, for the moonshine at the still on Whiskey Mountain. Moonshine making was his game. Big Mike Turner was his name. He made the best darn whiskey in the county. He was best at what he did, outran the law with his big rig. Moonshine liquor, much intrigue on Whiskey Mountain. One cold and stormy night, blazing guns and shining lights. Dad was shot and wounded twice on Whiskey Mountain. Driving wounded to and fro, his truck on fire soon did explode. Blood and whiskey on the road on Whiskey Mountain. Moonshine making was his game. Big Mike Turner was his name. He made the best darn whiskey in the county. There was a knock upon our door. My dear mother knew the score. Big Mike Turner lives no more on Whiskey Mountain. I love the springtime, that's when I first met you. Far away in the mountains, down by the stream. Your brown eyes did sparkle, your smile was like sunshine. You're the gold in my rainbow, you're my breath of spring. You're the spring in life's season, I'm fall nearing winter. My years left are springtime, you're here with me. living, and hold to the springtime, happy I'll be. But when we're together, you're older, I'm younger. How can this be? So I'll go on walking down life's road to winter and hold to the springtime. It's the season for me. You're the spring in life's season, I'm fall nearing winter. My years left are springtime, that's easy to see. For you keep me young, darling, so I'll go on living and hold to the springtime. It's the season for me. I'm lonely, I'm sad, and I'm blue. There's an empty spot in my life that no one can fill, only you. Please come back, little pal. Please come and stay. For my heart is withered like a petal of a rose I saw dying today. I am thinking of you, little pal. I am thinking of you so sad. You're the pal that always loved me, truest pal that I ever had. Please come back, little pal. Please come and stay. For my heart is withered like a petal of a rose I saw dying today. Remember we walked in the moonlight, we walked, we talked all alone. It was then that we soon parted, and never again will we roam. Please come back, little pal. Please come and stay. For my heart is withered like a petal of the rose I saw dying today. But think of me, little pal, I'm surely thinking of you. You're the only pal that ever was to me so kind and so true. Please come back, little pal. Please come and stay. For my heart is withered like a petal of the rose I saw dying today.
fiery ring, bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames, they went higher, and it burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames, they went higher, and it burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Fire. I went down, 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 and the flames, they went higher, and it burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire.
There's a stranger at the door.
Let the Savior in, let the Savior in.
He has been
there off before. Let the Savior in, let the Savior in.
Let him in ere he is gone.
Let him in, the Holy One,
Jesus Christ,
the Father's Son. Let the Savior in, let the Savior in.
open now to him your heart.
Let the Savior in, let the Savior in.
If you wait, he will depart.
Let the Savior in, let the Savior in.
Let him in, he is your friend.
Your soul will sure defend.
He will keep you till the end.
Let the Savior in, let the Savior in.
Hear you now his loving voice. Let
the Savior in, let the Savior in.
Now, oh now, make him your choice.
Let the Savior in, let the Savior in.
He is standing at your door. Joy to you he will restore, and his name you will adore.
Let the Savior in, let the Savior in.
In an orchard shaded by mountains supreme, he was so happy when he was a child. A spring came bubbling right up out of the ground, and ran through the valley for miles. Wildflowers and moss covered the banks of the stream, and there, with sun-bleached hair and faded overalls, a little boy sat on a rock, just watching the ripples in the water. He turned smaller rocks over looking for crawfish, dangled his foot aimlessly in the stream, and dreamed about his favorite heroes. Folks like Gene Autry, Tex Ritter, and Tom Mix. An old and faithful brown and white collie dog was his most trusted pal and companion. Shucks, he often told that old dog about every adventure he could dream up, and nearly always got an imaginary answer. Yes, sir, he surely did. But changes took their toll on the grand surroundings as years began to speed by. A straighter and wider road replaced the old one. The stream that ran so reckless and wild, zigzagging its way along, was rechanneled. A waterfall no longer spilled into what used to be the best darn swimming hole a boy ever had. And now piles of rock that once dammed the water lay on a dried-up old creek bed, growing moss just like whiskers on an old mountain man. As recollection of this and much more filled the mind of this dreaming man, a smile appeared on his face. His eyes sparkled and glistened with the wetness of joyful tears. You see, I know this is an absolute true story. For years ago, I was that little boy.